Hello, welcome viewers to Elim TV, whereby we learn and experience. We are going to have our fourth lesson in biology form 1. Our topic today will be on the cell subtopic, the light microscope. Your tutor will be Mr. Gerard. Welcome. We are going to have the following lesson goals, whereby by the end of the lesson, you should be able to identify the parts of a microscope, and also you state the functions of the parts that you'll have named. Before we get into the light microscope, I would like to give a brief history of the uh, light microscope, whereby the first microscope was invented by Hans and Zacharias Janssen in the 17th century and 1650. This was a compound microscope which combined two lenses of greater magnification. During the same century, a German astronomer, Johannes Kepler, invented the modern compound microscope with a base, capital arm, and most the features of the present-day microscope. In 1665, Robert Hooke used an improved compound microscope to observe the cells. Now the microscope that we are going to look at is the light microscope, but normally we have two types of microscope, whereby the other microscope is electron microscope. But in this moment, let us look at the following parts of a light microscope. As you can see, we have the ocular lens, or in other words, it's known as the eyepiece lens. We still have the body tube. As you can see, we still have a nose piece objective lens. We still have stage clips, the diaphragm, the light. We have the base, fine adjustment knob. We have coarse adjustment knob, the stage. There. This is just a diagram representation of the microscope, but we are going to look for the function of each part. As you are handling a microscope, you should have a great care of the microscope. There are several rules which, when we are caring for a microscope, you should adhere to. One of the rules, you should always use both hands when carrying a microscope. You should never place the microscope too close to the working bench. Do not touch the mirror and the lenses with your fingers, as they can make the lenses wet or dirty. We have another one, whereby after use always store the microscope in a safe place free from dust. We have got other rules. For example, you make sure the low power objective lens clicks into position in line with the eyepiece before and after use. This one, it will make a clicking sound when using the microscope. That is when the objective lens would get into place with the eyepiece lens, because as you know, the eyepiece and also the objective, they have got lenses which are used for magnification of the specimen that you are observing. After use, as you have seen, you should always clean and store the microscope in a safe place free from dust and moisture. Now, as we have seen in our diagram, as we have seen in our, let me show you the slide that we have seen. In this diagram, we have seen the several parts of the microscope. Now, in this one, we are going to see the function of the parts. The first part we have seen, there is the arm. The function of the arm, it is support the body tube and stage. We also have the base. The base, it is used to provide firm and stable support. We have also seen there is another part known as the body tube. The function of the body tube, it is to hold the eyepiece lens and the revolving nose piece. We also have the diaphragm, whereby the function of the diaphragm is to regulate the amount of light entering through the condenser. We also have the mirror, whereby the mirror reflects light through the condenser onto the stage. We also have got some clips, whereby the function of the clips, you hold the slide into position. We have other parts like the revolving nose piece, whereby the function of the revolving nose piece is to hold the objective lenses in place, thus enabling change from one objective lens to another. We also have another part known as the coarse adjustment knob. The coarse adjustment knob is to bring the image into rough focus by raising and lowering the body tube. We also have the fine adjustment knob, whereby its function is to bring the image into sharp focus by raising or lowering body tube slowly through required distance. The difference between the coarse adjustment knob and the fine adjustment knob is that the coarse adjustment knob, it raises the body tube through long distances to bring the image into sharp focus, while the fine adjustment knob, it raises the body tube through short distances to bring the image into focus. That is the difference between the two adjustment knobs. Having done that, we are going to have several activities basing on our lesson. For example, we are going to state 4 precautions one should take while using a microscope. 2, you give the functions of the following parts of a microscope. But bearing in mind, we have got several parts of the microscope, but in our case, we are going to look for the function of the condenser, the stage, and the eyepiece lens. Having said that, you can for further information you can refer to the KLB Secondary Biology Students Book 1/4 edition, Nairobi. For further information, you can contact us through send us an SMS through the number 22518. You can also contact us through our Facebook page, which is Elimu TV, or you tweet us at Elimu Kenya. Thank you for watching and stay tuned so that we learn together. Thank you.